even if we were...
Fucking hell.
You saw that, right? Oh, okay, cool. So there's evidence that this one cannot drive. Anyway, it's kind of ironic because we were talking about drivers. Anyway, so we're in the car on the way to London for my birthday treat. So we're watching Shifters, which is a play about like love, grief, communication, relationships. I don't even know. Okay.
I didn't know.
And that's the first time he's hearing about it.
Yep.
But yeah, so today is the last, I think, grief. I'm sure I've seen grief like when people have talked about it. So yeah, we're on the way to London. We're gonna try and go to some markets because I've been trying to for like the fucking longest time. So we're going to Old Spitalfields Market to have a little wee look around, probably get some food, and then head over to the theatre to finally see Shifters. And today is the last day it's in theatre, so I feel like it's going to be a good show. I'm really excited. I believe you've got me Royal Circle, whatever the fuck.
Circle, yeah.
Royal Circle, no expense, bad baby. So yeah, see you in a bit.
I need time, just a little more time. I need time, just a little more time. Next to you.
Firstly, hello. You haven't seen that much of me in this video yet because Tanisha's done all the talking and I've been behind the camera. But here we are, back to regularly scheduled programming with me in front of the camera instead. How was the show? I'll let Tanisha join me so we can give you our summary together. Come and join me, my love. Yeah, the review of Shifters. It was really good. I wasn't really knowing what to expect when we went into it. And neither was Tanisha, to be fair. But it was really good. It was really good. It was really emotional as well. Like, it was quite deep. But it was like a good kind of deep. It wasn't like a deep for just deep sake. It was a deep with a... Do you agree?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was good.
Because we're like hard shelled people. I'd say, we don't tend to get emotional at like things like quite easily, and we were both like,
like
we were going.
We were both choked up at the end of it. It was a lot. But yeah, I would say go and watch it. But yeah, we saw the last showing of it. I don't know if it'll ever come back, but if it does, I would highly recommend going and seeing it because yeah, it was really good. I think that's what also made it quite emotional towards the end as well, because when it's just mad because this whole thing was done right and it was two people on the stage and it wasn't... I'll put a picture up of like what the stage looked like. It wasn't a massive stage. It was very minimal like props and stuff, but it was literally just two people telling the story the whole time, and it was so good. The way that they used music, the way that they used lights, and the way that like the two people like acted as well. And I know that sounds really broad, but like they switched from like happy-go-lucky into this like really angry state or like really emotional state, like just like that, and it was good.
Because it kind of depicted them throughout like different stages of their life.
Yeah.
So you just
like
by
Inception.
just by like their mannerisms, you'd be like, okay, yeah, this is a teenager. Okay, no, this is like a 30-year-old like millennial.
Yeah. Because it like I feel like I can spoil it now. If you haven't clicked off already, I'm spoiling it. Alright, so click off now. But like it starts off with like the geezer and he's like 30 years old and he's just he's at a family event basically. And he sees this other character, the girl, and she's sort of like a similar kind of age. And then all of a sudden it will flash back, and it's like still just them two on stage, but the lighting around the stage will change. So it will sort of show that like they're now in like a flashback state of like how they first met. And then you kept on going back to this like present time, and then back to these stories of how they sort of got to where they were. So there was little things like he didn't like cooking eggs for her, and then it flashed back to showing like why he doesn't like cooking eggs for her, or why like eggs aren't a good thing to cook for her. And it's like little things like that. It was so fucking good though. I like genuinely. We've seen a couple of theatre shows. We've seen Wicked, which was really really good, but it was a different type of good. It was like really. It was obviously very high production kind of thing. We saw the Book of Mormon, which was categorically shit.
Terrible. Sorry.
Like,
Terrible.
And also just to preface that as well, Tanisha's, you know, I'll speak for you here. She likes a dark humor joke. I love a dark humor is me. Like anyone that knows me will know that I love a little bit of dark humor. But the dark humor in that was just like.
Why? Like, we felt like snowflakes watching it. We were like, are we the problem?
Yeah, like, I'm not gonna lie, if you like watch the Book of Mormon and enjoy it, I'm pretty like, I'll die on this sword. You're just a fucking racist at that point. Like, it's where it was trying to be funny, it wasn't funny. It was like, and the fact that like the South Park creators made that, I'm honestly disgusted because I love South Park. I think that's great, and you know how bad that can get. So, yeah. But yeah, Book of Mormon, load of shit, so we're not even going to compare it to that. But if I was to compare Shifters to Wicked, I honestly think Shifters was better, despite literally having probably less than 20 props and 2 actors and some lights and music, versus Wicked having like all these different things. Yeah, it was really, really good.
Oh God, the set was pretty cool too, because there were like on stage seats as well. So some of the audience was like sat on the stage, so like it was like kind of like mirrored, like you, as you were like watching the show, it was like your emotions were mirrored, because you can see like the audience like on the other side of you reacting to, and it was great because like they'd always like kind of switch, so it was never like, oh, they've always like got their backs to like one side of the stage, like they used their positions very well.
And oh my God, also just that reminded me of something. Shout out to the fucking audience that we had as well, because the audience made it better, because like
with the ad-libs.
Yeah, there were certain bits where like they'd play a certain bit of music, and like one of the characters was Nigerian, one of them was Congolese, and they'd play like music from both of their sort of like regions or like countries basically, and like oh my God, because like obviously I didn't recognize either of those songs. I don't know if you did.
I recognised the Nigerian. Actually, I think I recognised both, but it kind of like took a while like for the song to play for me to be like, oh yeah, it's this one, and that's what I like too. Like they didn't use like proper like bait or like obvious music to.
Just to clarify as well, Tanisha's Ghanaian, so like her not recognising a Nigerian or Congolese song is pretty normal. Like,
yeah, don't come at me.
I feel like if you were Nigerian and not recognising a Nigerian song, then we've got our words. But, yeah. But yeah, they were. That was really good, and yeah, like obviously the audience members that did recognise it were like giving it all the like hey, and it added to it. It was fucking great.
Oh, because I love like when they like switched like the music. So say like they were arguing whose music is better.
Oh,
and then
yeah,
like later
yeah.
down they would like play each other's like nationalities on music. And
Yeah.
See like their relationship kind of.
Yeah, it was really, really good. Like, if you can't tell, like we loved it.
Have you talked about the themes? Like, what the themes of the actual show was? Have you said like what the play's about?
I don't think so. Not like really high level. No.
Okay.
Not like.
Because it's like love.
It's like a love story.
Relationships, grief, communication.
Because at the start you sort of see these two people meet at the geezer's nan's funeral, and they weren't expecting to see each other, and then that's when it goes back to like, because at first you're like, why is he shocked to see her, and then you go back and you're like, oh, so this is how they first met, and it kind of means nothing because they kind of meet in school, and I think I gathered that they were the only 2 black kids in school. I got that, yeah, because at first I was like, oh, is it just they're both from London, but no. So they met each other in school. Then it'd flash back to present, and he'd be like showing her, because she was like away, and then he'd be showing her like how everything's changed recently, and then it would flash back again and be like, oh, okay, there's clearly something going on. You could kind of tell instantly there's a little bit of something going on. And then all of a sudden he drops that he's got a kid, and then he
Crowd was like,
yeah, because obviously this is years and they haven't seen each other in like 8 years basically, and then like she'll drop that she's like engaged and stuff. So obviously there's this whole like, oh, we haven't seen each other for years, but like there's clearly still something going on, and it's basically the whole play is about like what went right, what went wrong, like why are they now not together, and you kind of get an idea for that throughout the play. But yeah, it was just so well done. Cause like the story was good and everything, but the story could have been fucked up like with poor execution quite easily. Like, cause it could have got really confusing, but it didn't get confusing at any point.
because there's like a lot of like
There's a lot of back and forth,
switching.
like, and obviously like in a movie you can obviously film something, film a clip, and then film another clip. Obviously you can't have that when it's all on stage. So yeah. Anyway, we've rabbited on long enough. I think we've got everything. I've said everything.
Yeah, I was crying, like it was a standing ovation.
Yeah.
Is it ovation?
I think it's ovation, standing ovation.
I used to
Ovation.
think it was an ovation.
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 Pretty sure it's V. Yeah.
Anyway, standing ovation at the end, and I was just like, oh.
Yeah, I could hear Tanisha crying
I
next
was-
to me. I was like, shut up, because you're gonna set me off as well. So yeah.
It was so good, and like, oh, you know when you like leave somewhere and you're like genuinely just speechless. Like we just came out of the theatre and we were just like, that was so good. That was so good. Because I didn't want to speak about it like instantly because
Yeah, you want to like
again.
recollect. Yeah.
Oh.
But yeah, Londoners are still just as annoying as we left them. Oh god, and then the train back, we had some absolute fucking runters with us as well, so that was good.
Oh, should I get the thing we bought, the incest thing?
Oh my god, yeah.
Incense. Wow.
Damn.
I said
Clarify that. Okay, so we also, before the show, we went to Spitalfields market. We got some food. I don't think I got any shots of it. I got this like Indian wrap thing, which was really good. It was like chicken and what was that cheese called? Paneer. And then you got a sour and spicy.
Sweet
and
and
spicy.
chili.
Sweet. Okay, basically sweet and spicy. Basically not sweet and sour because that's clapped. But yeah, she got like chicken and rice, and then we also got finally for the house an incense holder. Incense. Yeah. So it's got a little hole in there. If you can see that. Lovely stuff. Stick a bit of incense in there. Where's we need the Lil Wayne lighter flick. And yeah, we'll set that up. So yeah,
Cute.
it was a good day out. Good birthday treat.
Yes. Oh, and of course there was a photo booth.
Oh yeah, of course.
You
That was a
know,
photo booth.
girls' photo booths go together like this. Like, oh, chef's kiss.
We need to go eat. We're gonna go eat. Hopefully, if our food comes.
Yeah, it's coming. Don't worry.
Right, and we will see you tomorrow, where I will be continuing my high rocks training, and we will also have the love of our lives back in our life as well, because we'll have Frankie here with us. So yeah, goodbye, good night. Here he is. He's back. The king is back. The love of our life, as we called you last night. You know. Do you have a good time? Frankie stayed at not a new kennel, but he's never stayed at this kennel overnight before. He stayed there for a couple of days. The owner of the kennel absolutely adores him. But they got you all overnight last night, didn't they? God, you look really sleepy. This is great. He looks really cute. Most people that come and visit Frankie would never believe that he's actually like this, because whenever he sees new people, he's always mad excited. But this is what me and Tanisha have to put up with most of the time. Just cuddly Frankie. Cuddly, sleepy Frankie, eh? He only gets excited when we get food out. But yeah, we're going to round up the video here. I did mention that I'd run through my high rocks training. All you need to know today is that I'm going on my long run. I'm going for 8k. I'm absolutely... Well, not hating running at the moment, but severely, it's my least favourite part of the training, but it's also the low-hanging fruit from the point of view of being able to improve my Hyrox time. If I can improve my running, I'll get a much better Hyrox time. So needs must. I did think about taking Frankie out with me, but the state that he's in, he probably wouldn't enjoy it. And yeah, I've been for a run a couple of times with him, and he just runs ahead of me and can run a lot faster. But he gets tired. See, he's good over short distances, but he can't really hack it. Anything north of 5k, and this boy starts tapping out. So yeah, sweet. I'm gonna go get on the run, and I'll update you more in the next video as to what my sort of full Hyrox training is looking like at the minute, given that we're like, I think 5 or 6 weeks out now from the big day. So it's getting close. I'm feeling pretty nervous about it because I want to do better than last time, and my training hasn't exactly gone to plan, but we've still got 5 or 6 more weeks left to go, so there's still time to make improvements. So yeah, we will see you in the next video, and let us know if you enjoyed everything. And so bye, mate. Yeah, he's sleeping. He's gone. See you later.